Okay, look at this. Lily Chad. Yeah, he's been on for a while. A character. Yeah, he's got 6 bands. Cool. That's the maximum you could do for one application. Okay, everything seems good. Yeah. Everything. He should put a little more detail in these. Well, okay. Look. And Ryzan says, oh, you can do 50-word minimum. Cool. And look at this. Ryzan gave me perms. I've never seen this before, and this is favoritism, because I have because Chad's an in real life friend of Ryzan's. I feel like that gives him a little more favoritism. Level 40 is a little too low to start for a warrant officer application. Look, pending will be discussed in the meetings. I don't know who. First post is the weirdest thing. Cool. This guy replies. Yeah. 100 words, a lot less you think. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, people are just criticizing him. And then no one is even plus supported or minus supported this. Literally says accepted by Ryzan himself. One of my best in USC. I have been a warrant officer for much longer than this guy has. I don't think it's fair. And it's done. No plus supports, no nothing. And I feel like that Ryzan, or if someone has a friend that's a moderator and that can accept these things, I don't think it should be allowed. I think someone else should have done pending and accepted this application. I feel like this is favoritism. Also, he joined USC around 4 days ago from making this warrant officer application. He got to level 40. He was a private. It makes not a lot of sense. And like, it's an IRL friend. Ryzan should not be accepting these. It should be another moderator that accept these. And level 40 is really low. I don't think Ryzan should have given him perms. I think if he asked another moderator or another team mod about this, maybe then he could apply for warrant officer. And Ryzan is just cutting everything down. People do 100 words. Like, it's not that much. 100 words is a lot less than people think. This guy writes 50 words. Ryzan can say, oh, you can change it a little less. Right? And Ryzan has accepted this application without even talking to any of the warrant officer pluses in the USC about this. He just goes, he literally says, oh, we'll discuss in a meeting. Maybe a meeting with the higher ups. But I do not know of any promotion, or like I did not get informed about this promotion. So I was just like wondering, like, I don't think this should be allowed. Like, Ryzan is in real life friend, and even if he's not meaning to give favoritism, he will automatically give favoritism because he's an IRL friend. And Chad can ask Ryzan to do whatever he wants, and like, they're in real life. It doesn't really make sense how this is possible. This should not.
How far are you through?
Look at this. It says, have you been warrant for RDM ages ago? Like, this guy's application is just like, the bottom is really bad. Like, you can edit it to 50 words. Like, 100 words, make it good. And cool, he was a lieutenant colonel, blah, blah, blah. Small while. Now he was a private. Then he went up to level 40 in 4 days. Now it's pending. This makes no sense. This should be really This is a big thing that should not be allowed. Even if the Ryzen's a moderator, also Ryzen hasn't been on lately. He only gets on with Chad and plays for around an hour, then he gets off. So me and Dan, his warrant officers, can't really do much. We can't do anything really. If we want to do tryouts, we have to ask him. If we want to promote someone, let's say this guy's doing really well, we want to promote him. We can't. We have to have his permission when he's never on, and he's the only real higher up that we could talk to in engineers. There's no other one that I've seen on. He's literally the only one on. I mean, he's not on. I meant that he's the only one in the engineers that's a higher up that we could try to talk to. Look, assault infantry private again. Like, this makes no sense. He's a private and he's making this application. Literally, it makes no sense to me why this is happening. Sure, he was cool, like, before he was a lieutenant colonel. But that doesn't mean anything. He could still be bad. They shouldn't give him a 20 gap range and go from a private to a warrant officer. That's just crazy. Literally, me and Dan have to ask Ryzan to do everything, or almost everything, with the regiment when he's barely on and we can't even get in contact with him. It's really bad.